Hello and welcome to another video of using the color swap shader. In this version I've created another version of the shader which makes use of 5 different color picks, and it also supports two-sided, so it means that if you've got something like a cloth or something and you want to see each side of it, then you can use this one. And it also does alpha cutout via the albedo texture alpha channel. So there's no alpha on this guy, but I just want to show you the new 5 color feature and another way to go about using the shader. So for color 1 detect, I'm just going to change this to a color where you start to see it getting picked up to the new color. So I'll just change the new color to like a bright white, and you can see it's kind of given me a little kind of preview of where that is as I move this slider. And I can also change the alpha for more range, and again I can change this other range slider to boost that even more. Now I was thinking of taking away this range slider completely because this seems to do something similar, but both together they get a little bit more reach, so I'll leave it in. Now that we know that that's the right color to pick up, I can change this to black, and then I'll do the same for this one. I'll change this to bright white, and I'm just going to use this until I see that it's reaching some of those darker areas. And decrease this part and decrease the range. Let's see, I just want it to be a little higher in the darker bit. There we go, you can see it's reaching around there, so I'm starting to get the right area. And maybe a bit there. Okay, so now I can go for something a little lighter than that one. The other way to do this is to turn off the overall effect. That's this one. Oh, which doesn't seem to be doing anything. And let me just check the graph. I think I know why. This should be going into overall effect for the emissive, I guess there. Okay, that should fix that. Overall effect. Nope, still nothing. Overall effect. I guess this should be here, and this should be here. There we go. Alright, so you see the original, and you can see that. Now if you've got Amplify Shader, you can go in and make little tweaks as you see fit. Okay, so the other way to do this is to turn off the overall effect, like right down, and obviously pick the actual color, and then turn it back up, and you've more or less got exactly what you need. So that's the quick way of doing it. I like to just sort of move it around here to see what it's getting and change this color to white. It's just a good way of previewing it. You see I got there. Okay, then I can change this to another tone. And if I don't like the range of that, I can decrease it a bit and then go again, reduce the overall effect, and pick even lighter. I'll keep it in purple actually. Let's see, bring up the overall effect and increase the range. Let's do it with this one, and there we go. Now I can change that to whatever I want and play about with the softness here. Maybe a bit too pink. And bring some gloss. I can bring some gloss in through the new color. although these new colours don't quite work yet as I've not hooked them up. But we can do a gloss override. There we go, to get it more glossy there. This works a little bit from one of the simple shaders here, like the basic, where you can control the gloss through the alpha slider of the new color. Okay, so we've got that. You can see that some of these tones have been picked up here, so the range might be too high with some of these. And if you really want to protect a certain area, you can go to the texture. I'll make a copy of it. And let's call this protect mask. I'm going to open it up in Photoshop. Now I'll just choose some areas to keep good, so like the eye here, I've got a little bit of edge padding so I can be a little bit loose with it, and the teeth in the mouth. The tongue there. So just bear in mind when you're creating your initial model that you either keep really strict colours or you make a little protection mask. Because this, the colours in this are quite mixed, it's a little bit difficult. So I'm just going to create a solid black layer. I'll also paint some here. With the soft brush, yep, turn that off, and okay, I can also protect these nails if I want, and do that anyway. Anything else? I think that's good. So now I just need a solid white layer, so I'll just do solid color and white. And I'll save that. Just change the image size down to like 1024 is fine. It's only a mask and we don't want it to be using up loads of memory. So save that. Okay, so now back into Unity and choose the 5 color material. I'm just going to drag this into the protection mask, and you'll see immediately that the eyes and the mouth are now free from this change. And it should be easy enough to go ahead and change some of these tones to whatever likes. Gloss is maybe a bit heavy. I even add in some extra gloss into one of these, the new colour, so I can go ahead and maybe do something like new colour 5, extra gloss, and I'll do a little add here, add whatever I have here to whatever I create in here. Do you know what, let's do this one as well. So obviously all these glosses are going to add up to each other, so I'll need to clamp it off or it's going to be too high. Another thing is the gloss isn't actually masked by itself, so I'm going to multiply this gloss with whatever I'm getting out here. So let's put that there, put that there, that'll work better. Okay, so that with that. Now I can add these up. Along with this one, and then just clamp it 0 to 1 and put this into gloss. And now not much change because I need to now add gloss into these two, so this one's used. So you can see I've just got that extra gloss there, and it helps break up the tones, so I can do that for this one too. Sorry, these two. So this one I'll pick like his teeth, but his teeth are protected by the mask, so I can't really do that unless I take it out of the mask. His eyes as well, that's all in the mask. So the best I can do is pick a light tone here. Let's increase the range to see that. Yeah, maybe just like a little highlight. Let's soften that up. And let's reduce it a bit more. Okay, so that's going to give us a little secondary tone there. It even looks like paint, which is quite cool. Some kind of war paint. Or kind of like dirty oil. Quite nice with the red. Could either be like blood or some kind of war paint. You can change the range of that to a certain degree. So if you increase the range and then reduce the softness, you can get a kind of stricter look on it. And then in the extra gloss here, we can make it really look shiny. Now all this gloss is adding up, so you need to like maybe reduce the overall gloss. Play with those. That's pretty good. If you don't want it as strong, then just decrease the color, move the color around. You see, you get little bits of it. Change the, increase the alpha, and then decrease the range. That way you can get maybe just a little subtle highlight. Let's change it to a different color. So maybe it's like some dirt or something, and so that's the new color, and give it less gloss. Maybe I'll do like a gloss replace or something. So if I was to replace the gloss with these, then I guess the gloss that's coming out of here, that's the original gloss, I'll then lerp this with the new gloss, I guess at the rate of the new gloss, and then this with this new gloss at the rate of that new gloss, and that's now going to go into smoothness. So you can do these little changes if you want to get extra control if you've got amplify. So now you can see I've got control of just that gloss there, so I can make that less glossy and more dirty. And that kind of brings out a bit more features. You can see these veins and stuff now really clearly. You can do another one here, like extra dark. Like you can see there's no gloss until I move the new. Extra gloss. Okay, so you can really see it here in teeth. Right. This isn't actually being protected by the mask at all. You see how easy it is to get like something pretty unique. You know, compared to the original is here. If you turn off the overall effect, you get the original, and you can even, you know, use these to control the gloss. So you see how I've kept the overall effect, right, but I'm able to change these new gloss values. So it's a good way of spicing something up, and you know, I can detect just a little bit if I want, enhance the colors, get something more unique. So you kind of use this like a graphic equalizer for your textures to get, you know, tune up all your textures, and it takes the same workflow as your standard shader. I've added two-sided cutout. You've got your cutout clip value here as well. I'll make a single-sided version of this. Let's I was thinking of changing just one thing because it's changing the teeth here. So multiply. Okay, we just need to multiply it by this as well. I guess to protect the teeth and stuff. There we go, that's changed that. Could add something like a protection level. So one way to do that, I mean, I'm gonna have to like reconnect all these cables if I do it this way. Maybe just do it for these two. So let's just do it for these two. So I'll add a float one, because you might want to spice up some of the gloss of certain features. I'll put the default as 1. Okay, so it's going to be multiply or lerp white to because the original will be white and it's going to get affected by the dark areas are going to kill this effect. So that's the amount, and this. Oh. This one goes here. Okay, and let's just have that working for each of these. And that's like last two colors. The protection level for the last two colors, multiply that, and that should be cool. So as you see, as I increase this, then I'm bringing back the protection just to the areas that didn't get affected. So you can see I can start to affect tongue and stuff. even use this to pick some white. See, I can add a little bit of gloss to the white of the eye there. So there's loads of little controls with it. I'm going to make up another couple of assets before I do another update of this pack, but that's where it's at so far. This is more advanced, and there's the kind of standard one. Doesn't use two-sided. Also, I think I've just added the cutout support. Well, I should add that now actually. So albedo, and then we'll do a cutout for it. So transparent cutout. And add that there. Video. Okay, so there's an update to that one, and two-sided. Okay. I'll just add that there. Okay, so that's pretty much the update so far. So say I'll make a couple of couple more. Where's everything gone? That's weird. Everything just disappeared. Oh right, I changed the. When you change something in Shader Forge, you lose the texture, so just be wary of that. Just need to pop that back in there for each of the materials. Over 5 color, boom, materials. This is just a basic example one. Okay, so we've got our 4. He's now, I call him the advanced. And I'll put the original material back on this guy. So great level of control with this. I hope you like using it. I'm going to add, so I've just done the 5 color. There's a 5 color, a 3 color, and a really simple 3 color one, which doesn't really use all that much in the way of secondary textures. It uses the basic, albedo texture and protection mask. Yeah, I'll make a few more props to add to this set, and feel free to use the assets. This is an ogre that I've been working on for another pack, so you're getting this as a bonus, and you can play around with the rigging stuff, but there's no animations because it's purely just preview. I'll get a web demo up very shortly so that you can muck around with it. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.